Hey y'all, it's Day. So I'm gonna be doing a reading for us today. I'm very much looking forward to this reading. As you guys know, I'm doing a series of hot takes, which is a service that I provide for my clients. If you're wanting short and to the point readings, it's also one of my most affordable services as well. So definitely check out the link that will be in the comment section below if you're interested after this video. It's 10 minutes long, so I'm gonna go ahead and start the timer and let's go. Angels, guides, ancestors, God, source, and benevolent energies that stand in truth and love, thank you for the love, thank you for the guidance, thank you for the protection. Please continue to guide and protect us as we walk our path. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm hearing the word misunderstood. The first card that we have that came out at the top of the spread is the 3 of coins in reverse. So there definitely does feel like someone, whoever this reading is for, may be feeling pushed out of their social groups or feel like they're not fitting in, or specifically that others are like intentionally not creating space for them, and that makes them feel uncomfortable. Towards the bottom of the spread, we have the 8 of Swords here as well. So very interested in understanding more about that. The other thing that's coming out is the Queen of Wands is coming out in reverse directly underneath this 3 of Coins, where spiritual team is saying something about this situation is not working out. It definitely does feel like someone is or has been trying to fit into spaces and social groups that are not as open to them. It almost seems like this group or this social group is like intentionally leaving them out, intentionally not making space for them. It seems like they gel with each other. They know each other or something. And from their perspective, you don't just really fit the box. So underneath, like I said, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So spiritual team is coming through to say very clearly that you're actually dimming your light by even trying to fit in spaces where you're not being made space for. On the right of the spread, we have the 9 of Coins as well. This is representing whoever this reading is for, its value. Spiritual team is coming through to say that you are very valuable. You are so worthy of being admired and to be seen in your true light. I do see that there is an energy of spiritual team is saying like others will appreciate you. You are to be appreciated for who you are and what you do. But with it coming out in reverse, it's almost as if the way that you interact with these groups or social groups or whoever this is that's not as open to creating space for you, it's almost like you're willing to settle. So it's also giving me this energy that even if they did make space for you, you still weren't meant to be there, because sometimes even just when you successfully get into the social group, there's just more battles to be had. And the way that it's giving is this feeling of you would have to somehow suppress yourself to stay on good terms within the group even after you get into the group, and spiritual team does not want that for you. So as I said, we have the 9 of Coins in reverse, and then we have the Judgment card coming out in the resistant position, and spiritual team is asking you to call judgment on yourself, to value yourself more, or to create higher standards, higher ideals for what your ideal social group would look like. There does appear to be some resistance on your end, whoever this reading is for, however, that something about these connections or the social group, you feel like there's something in there for you. Perhaps it's like, I need to be a part of this social group because that's going to be putting me in a position for XYZ. So it might be like a job or something that's going to bring you sustainability. But spiritual team is coming through to say that they don't really care for the way that you are willing to compromise your light to be seen truly and authentically, to be appreciated in order to get to that level or to get whatever rewards are associated with being a part of this group. And the way that's coming through is like, that's not a good habit to have or to take up, even if it is temporary, even if it is just like a, once I get in, forget these people. Like they're also still saying like, no, you can go about it a different way. They do not have to be the end all be all. That's so weird. So I just saw I had 444 on my timer, and I have 555 on the video here. That was wild. Is there anything else that we need to know regarding this message? So on top of this Eight of Swords, spiritual team is saying, with the Eight of Swords actually as well, with the Eight of Swords, they're saying you're keeping yourself in this situation that's not really benefiting you willfully. On top of that, we have the Eight of Swords. That's not the truth. It doesn't have to be your reality. Somehow, in some way, you've kind of integrated this belief that whatever benefits there are to being a part of this social group that you need, and they're saying that that's not the truth. And then we also have Justice coming out on top of that Ace of Swords, where spiritual team is referencing the truth of the matter. So very interesting. It feels like you're doing a disjustice. What's it? Doing a disservice to yourself. And that is going to be like, it's one of these situations where when you look back, you might go through a lot of stuff and you might come out on the other side saying like, this person did this to me, this person did that to me. But spiritual team is coming through very clearly to say right now that it's you. So we have the Five of Wands coming out here. And there's just this energy of other people snuffing out your light. And that can look like many forms, like people just not being open to your advice or not valuing any input that you have to say. Also, there is an energy of other people purposely trying not to see you, even though they do see you. But this energy of trying to make you feel like you're not seen, spiritual team said that's not healthy for you. We have the Page of Cups coming out in reverse. And there's this energy of, there are things that you like, there are things that you're meant to tend to, but I am getting some resistance on that. So this may be for someone who has a hard time being alone. They just feel extremely bored, or they can't imagine themselves, going somewhere and doing like a self date or something like that. That's not something that resonates with them, which is fine. We also have the World card coming out in reverse. So a cycle is, you're inclined to repeat a cycle for not taking this message seriously, or not taking yourself seriously, or putting yourself in better positions to be seen and respected. There's this energy of like being respected as well. So we have the Fool card coming out here. So a leap of faith is encouraged for whoever this reading is for, to take a bet on yourself, to do something by yourself, to go on a venture by yourself. And it can be big or small. We also have the Hermit coming out in reverse. Definitely was getting that type of energy earlier. Maybe you're not someone, maybe you're someone that has always been around friend groups or always valued friend groups. But right now, spiritual team is saying that this is a period for you to kind of go off on your own little excursion type vibes. They're also saying that you're very intuitive and you do have the power and the ability to discern. However, that may not be as exercised up until this point. But embarking on this new journey, trusting yourself, finding activities for you to do by yourself or to explore for yourself will be beneficial and will serve you well. Underneath the Justice card that came out, we have the Empress here. So spiritual team definitely feels like you are valuable and you need to put yourself in positions to be valued. Period. So that's the hot take. Let me know if you guys love that. I love this reading for you guys. Hopefully this helps. Again, if you are interested in getting your own personal hot take, reach out to me through the link, which will be in the comment section below. That's pretty much it. Bye.